really young and got married pretty quickly. Sebastian was our honeymoon baby. And when he was born in August, he came out not screaming, so they rushed him away, and Mum didn't get a chance straight away to kind of hold him in her arms. They had him on the table, and we were a bit worried because we weren't sure what was going on. He wasn't breathing, and after about a couple of minutes, Sebastian started screaming, and yeah, we were just so happy. And then when the nurses brought Sebastian to Shirley, that's when one of the nurses said, "Oh, what's that?" And we had a look, and we were like, "What is it? What? We've never heard or seen anything like that before." And after a while, it was beautiful. After a while, the nurses and doctors, they weren't able to tell us what it was.
So they went away, and they went and found out information. And then after probably about like 6 or 7 hours, they came back and they said, "Well, this is what we think it is." And yeah, they went from there. Said it was Microtia.
Microtia is a fascinating condition. It's something which I first became aware of as a medical student, and it really was the single condition that propelled me into my career as a reconstructive surgeon. I first saw a child born with the missing one ear, and a surgeon recreate their ear out of rib cartilage. And for me, the moment when the rib cartilage framework was inserted under the skin on the side of the head and the suction dressing was applied and the ear emerged out of the skin on the side of the head, to me my mind was blown. And of course, you don't have to do anything for a microtia. It's an aesthetic deformity. Repairing the structure of the outer part of the ear doesn't improve hearing. To do that, we either make a new ear canal or use a hearing implant, which is anchored to the bone. So those two surgeries are in some ways separate from the reconstruction of the outer part of the ear, which is really an aesthetic operation. Which is not to say that it's not something that is meaningful to the patients, and there's really good evidence that the psychosocial benefits of ear reconstruction for children who are self-conscious about their appearance, it is quite profound.
Google search and all that stuff, and we didn't find much information. We saw photos of procedures, and obviously Google, when you do Google stuff like that, you see the good and the bad, and after a few ENT appointments and speaking with surgeons and doctors, they all advised that after hearing tests and all that stuff, they advised us just to wait it out. He had perfect hearing on his left side, so they said the options are when he's 6, 7 years old, you can do this. When he's 10, 11, 12, you can have this option. So we always had that in the back of our minds, and we thought there was nothing we could do for him now.
Sebastian was the first kid to have both the ear reconstruction and the hearing device implanted at the same surgery. He's an example of a kid that didn't really want to wear his headband and the hearing aid, and so his dad would have to kind of convince him to put it on. But then when he had the magnet device, suddenly he was much more happy to put it on. He gets up first thing in the morning, he does is put it on. Which is, he's feeding his brain extra information that it wasn't getting.
We got his 3D scan done. When Sebastian saw that ear, and having that held up next to his Microtia ear, the smile was just so contagious. It was huge.
He recovered pretty quickly. Like, he was wanting to jump on the trampoline 1 week after, and I was so scared that he was going to damage himself. But yeah, recovery was pretty good.
And it was when he got his mole, his mole got stitched on. So when that got removed, he went down to Sydney for that again, and we got to see the ear. And at first it was a bit of a shock, but it was all normal for his ear to be swollen and raw. His confidence has gone up. Like, before surgery, he didn't like going to new places where there were new people, because he thought that everyone would look at his ear straight away. And now he can wear glasses and they won't fall off or go lopsided. And yeah, he's happy to meet new people and go to new places. We've got the conference coming up, and he's agreed to go up on the Q&A part of it and answer questions, and he makes friends a lot quicker now. And just at school, his confidence around the classroom has gone up.